But another person who is delusional and crazy is a professor at the University of Houston in Texas. Some of his calls for the university is he wants to rename it the George Floyd University. He also wants to abolish tuition and grades.
Wait. If you abolish tuition at a university, what is the point of the university?
Honestly, who knows?
Didn't mean to interrupt, but
well,
carry
this
on.
guy specialises in race, immigration and gender. So I'm not sure he's the brightest bulb, but hear what he had to say at this panel.
Union activists from off campus coming and speaking with us. When we had a mobilization of 250 students and workers on a campus in a state that's being subjected to such a high level of repression, you begin to see, okay, if that kind of social insurgency can be dramatically extended, then yeah, ICE off campus, that's real. Sanctuary campus can be real. Divestment from apartheid can be real. And once you get insurgent social movements, we all know, every one of us who's ever experienced it, we know how transformative that can be.
Well, he said the quiet part out loud there because clearly this is not about human rights. This is not about any lefty garbage. This is actually about a revolution, and they want to use universities as the launch pad to overthrow the United States. I don't understand how he's not being locked up for sedition, to be honest.
I just love it how upper middle class socialists use their hands like this to explain to normal people as though they are mentally deficient how their crazy plan for violent revolution and insurrection, if you will, on a campus and then broadening out to the general community would actually take place in a real-world environment. But what I find particularly disturbing is if you look closely at his left hand, you will find a wedding ring. So there is some poor woman out there who has to have dinner with this man every night. Won't somebody please think of the real victims?
You're absolutely right. That's very good, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Very good impression.
For the man's wife. But, I mean, he did say out loud, an insurgent social movement, that's what he's advocating for, using public money to do it. And then he holds up the BLM riots as what they aspire to produce in the United States.
The idea that the BLM riots would be anything you would want to aspire to is crazy. They caused $2 billion in damage, the worst, most damaging riots in US history. They claimed the lives of between 25 and 35 people. So when he says he wants to replicate BLM, he wants to extend that onto a broader scale, what he is basically saying is he wants violent revolution, the overthrow of the government, and complete anarchy that ironically will hurt the working class minorities that he claims to represent.
I should say he was speaking at Socialist 2025 conference, which is happening in Sydney in August. So those crazy, toxic ideas, they're coming to a university.
Double mask for that one, guys. Double mask for that one. Remember, COVID is airborne.